Just under 3 minutes.
I'ma get funky.
Alien HUK.
I'ma get crazy. I'ma get loose. I'ma get hazy, hazy, hazy. I'ma take a ride. 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 Take me to your leader, take me to your leader, take me to your leader. 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 Yeah, yeah. Take me to your leader. Take me to your leader.
Signal acquisition initiated. Cross-referencing anomaly archives. Pattern recognition complete. Aether 8 online.
Hello, hello. Welcome to the show.
What up?
It is a reality check. And I think Nicole has become a NPC. She's frozen.
That's not nice.
Can you hear us? She's still muted and she's froze. I don't know what is going on. Oh, she's just messaged me saying everything is super laggy. There's nothing I can do with it. Ah, we can hear you.
Hey, Nicole, what's up?
Your voice comes through and then about 2 seconds later you catch up to your voice. It's like completely out of sync. Completely gone. I think she needs a new laptop. Should we do GoFundMe?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Shall we?
Not a bad idea.
I'll set one up for her. So,
What's happening out there? What's going on, people?
there's a lot of people in the chat. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone.
Hey. So we've got Sarah, we've got Bigfoot Dwarf, we've got Simon Ryan, we've got Elaine Ogg, who someone has been looking for her for the last couple of days.
Oh, guys.
Soul Carper, we've got Paul Anthony, Paul's Paranormal.
There's Nicole.
Nicole is in the chat.
Yay.
So it's all
What's
good.
up, Simon?
It's all good. Over than Nicole's computer, which isn't very good at the moment. And I've kind of sorted mine out today while my back was playing up. I just sat on the floor, pulled all the wires out, and re-plugged all the wires back into the back of the PC.
It must have been good for your back.
Yeah, because it's solid floor, and I've got a piece of wood under the computer desk, so I kind of lay on that for a bit, which was nice because it's nice and cold, and it's just pure flat. It's great.
Nice.
Then I
Nice.
started to wake, and it's like, yeah, now I need to try and get up. And if I can't get up, I'm going to be stuck under here until people get in from work. It took me about 5 minutes. It weren't too bad. Luckily, I had some painkillers about 20 minutes before. So it took me about an hour. So about an hour and a half later, we were working, so I could move a little bit. So good.
Nice.
I've got physio, 6 sessions of physio starting next week. And yeah, more painkillers. That's about it. So
Ain't nothing like painkillers, baby.
Progressing.
Nicole.
Ooh. She just sent me an internet test speed, and upload is 205. I don't know why it's so slow.
It's their internet.
Oh, we have movement. We have movement. It's all in sync. Is it in sync? Is it not in sync? Is she in a sync?
Yeah.
It makes for interesting seeing her move in slow motion. I have to say, it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
I think that Nicole could be AI.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yes. Yes, so we are going to cover that, what Scooby Dooby is just put in about David Wilcox, because we were chatting about that off air, and something is off about that. It just doesn't feel right. So hopefully Nicole's stream will catch up and it'll all be nice and settled, like a nice, calm, flowing stream. You'd think with it being a stream, wouldn't you? But
Yes.
well, it probably won't. We'll just have to go and see what happens. So welcome everyone. I've not even put the banners up. Done nothing. No banners. No messages on screen. Come on, Davey, I'm slacking. There we go.
Good to see everybody out there.
Yes. It's been a beautiful day today.
Yeah, over here too.
I took Bruno out this afternoon when it had warmed up, and yeah. Oh, she's on twice.
That's rad. Oh, she went to her cell phone.
She's
I
on
get
the
that.
phone. Yeah, bin that laptop, Nicole. Just throw it in the trash. It's done.
No.
Its day has been and gone. And
No,
ends
it's not.
today.
It's not my old laptop. It's the different one.
It could.
I don't know.
How much RAM has it got? Because you need at least 8 gig of RAM to stream. Anything less than that, and it won't do it.
I don't know. I've streamed from there before. It hasn't been an issue.
I
I
know.
think the internet is just going mad today.
It
I've got
could be.
64 gigs of RAM in mine.
Aren't
It's
you
not
fancy?
tested. I know.
I'm
looking
very fancy.
Going off.
I can
He
tell
also
you
had-
probably in a minute, but
Yeah, he's only showing off because he had floods yesterday. So
Yeah.
in Texas.
Nicole, did you hear me singing to you?
no, I heard nothing. You
didn't hear
said
anything?
me. I missed it.
I was singing Roxanne from The Police, but I was putting Nicole instead of Roxanne.
Ah, I'm gonna have to watch the
Yeah,
playback.
It was.
Andy loved it.
Just don't go on. Don't go on America's Got Talent. That's on. Or Britain's
I know.
Got Talent.
I can't
or
afford to
any other
win right
country's
now.
Got Talent.
I can't afford to win. It's just I'm too good.
Too
You're gonna
good.
get that William Hung status. Remember that
Yeah.
from American Idol?
What? Oh yeah, William. Yeah, she bangs. She bangs. Hell yeah, I can do that.
Andy has no idea what we're talking about.
He does not.
No, we get American Idol and all that over here, so it's good.
You
Is
got
there
Simon
like a
Cowell.
British Idol?
Idol.
Yeah, because you know Simon Cowell,
Mm-hmm.
the English guy who does it. It's his idea. That's his thing.
Yes.
So we've got Britain's Got Talent is the original. Then it spread around the world. Then it was Pop Idol, which what it was in the UK. Then it was something else, but they've got rid of it. It's just Britain's Got Talent now. Because he was doing 2 and people were singing on both of them. It's like, no, you shouldn't be singing on Britain's Got Talent. Sing
I agree.
on,
I agree.
Sing
There's so
on
many
the
singing
singing
shows.
one. Like you've got The Voice and all that, and I know
Yeah.
you get The Voice in the US, so it's the
I
same
like
thing.
people when people do the weird stuff on America's Got Talent, like they're juggling or doing gymnastics
When
or
they're
the weird,
doing
like shadow puppet shows.
the auditions, that's it. After that
Yes.
goes crap,
Yeah.
boring. There's no
I feel like
fun.
this still works. This is still on brand for reality check because these are reality shows.
Reality check.
Yes.
It's my first time on reality check.
Well,
Yes,
welcome.
it is. At this
like
rate, it's going to be his last. And he
I
might
like
even
it
make
here.
it through to the end of the show.
I'm enjoying this very much.
Yeah.
Can you hear
So,
me?
unfortunately.
So,
Come on, behave.
what is going on in the world of
Oh
I'm going to say
my
paranormal?
God, you can use the word paranormal. I'm just going to avoid it like the plague. So, we are going to talk about Mr. Donald Trump, but because it's going to be in the correct context and we're just narrating what it says on the internet and it's not our thoughts, I'm just reading from screen as to
You
what
got to be
is already
careful
out there.
narrating things off the internet. There's a
It
lot of stuff out
depends
there.
where you download. Anyway, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. Just quickly, for those who don't know, the prices for the tiers have gone up. And it is going across the top, but these are what they are, and these are the new tier names. So you've got UFO, Nordic, Mantid, Reptilian, Alien, and Ultra Dimensional. And if you want to join the Ultra Dimensional, you have to be ultra rich by the looks of it. So I just went through YouTube's guidelines, and these were the ones that are, it says recommended. I just clicked on recommended. Because I think they're doing away with the original prices, and that's why the prices are going up. Because you choose, but you have a bracket of what you can choose from, like the lowest and highest and whatever in between. You can't put in like 750 or 12 or anything like that. It's you've got to select what they show you. So yeah, so that's it. And merch quickly. There we go. Fourthwall.com. I've also got.
We have David, so we can't do it today where we leave it up the whole time.
Oh, we can. There we go. David, move to your right a bit. Shimmy over. There we go. Oh, good.
Yeah, but you guys were completely gone.
It's fine. I don't mind. I do not mind one bit. I don't think anyone else would either. But also, I have 3 shops online. So I've got the old merch back up with the old logo and that. So that's on. I will tell you in one moment. We will get to the show eventually, but I just need to go through this. So the shopping channels I've got are FLYP, where you put in what you want and it creates it using AI. So you can't use your own logo; it just creates whatever. So it's Alien Nation hoodies, but then I've got my logo. You can put your logo on it, but it designs it how it thinks it should be designed. You can't go on, design it and say that's what I want. So this Fourth Wall, FLYP and Spring. So there's about 800 or so different clothing products on where you can get.
Is that what we can call the viewers? Can we call them the Alien Nation with an 8?
Yes.
I like that.
So
Alien Nation.
2 years.
Right?
David,
guys, you're officially part of the Alien Nation.
Yes. There you go. The Alien
I like it.
TION.
Yeah.
There we go. I will put it on screen for those who are using a really tiny Nokia block. That's what you are. Awesome. And I have done the logos, the emojis. That was a nightmare trying to do them. So here are the ones for all the tier members, what you can upload. And never ever ask me to do this again. It took me 3 hours just to do them.
All
So
that
if you
text
do-
you did? Interesting.
No, to create the image, make it one by one, make it less than 1 meg, upload it, or download it and then upload it and save it. 3 hours to make 8. So if you do it once, forget about it. That's what I thought I'd done, but obviously not. So there they are. So it's all good. Right. So do you want to see the guests that we've got coming on before we crack on? Or
Nah,
should
it's
we just
okay.
Crack on with it.
Crack on. That's not what he wanted to hear.
No,
Go ahead.
this is a
Put it up.
rhetorical question.
Put it
It's a
up.
what?
It was a rhetorical question. Yes,
Exactly.
we want to hear it.
Yeah. There was no yes, yay or nay on that, David.
There's a nay on it.
There's definitely not. Oh, and we do this as well, David, just so
What's
you
that?
know. Of all the stuff we talk about, we do an alien in a jar, quick scale. So we've got low to verified and everything in between. So at the end of it, you choose what you think, and people in the chat can choose as well as to the reality check on what we've spoken about.
I wanted a score of 1 alien in a jar to 5 aliens in a jar, but this is what Andy came up with.
This is what AI came up with. I did try doing it, and it just that was as good as it got. So anyway,
I'll make it at some point.
oh, I'm gonna play 2 videos. No, I'm gonna play that one at the end. Forget
Sounds
it.
about right.
I'll play this one now.
Yeah.
It's April on the show, got your lineup locked. Tune it in, write it down, don't miss this block. Monday 20th, Steve Merrill on the mic. Deep dive, strange skies, yeah, that's your night. Friday 24th, UFO Coley in the stream. Straight from SNX radio, chasing every dream. The UFO Files is the place to be. When it comes to all things UFO, you're here with family. From the first to the last of the mysteries, the UFO Files, yeah, the place to be. Saturday 25th, members only on the line. Karen Holton going live, crossing every sign. Then the 27th, John Hanson in the chair going through his archives. Stories that you can't forget, you gotta be there. The UFO Files is the place to be. When it comes to all things UFO, you're here with family. From the first to the last of the mysteries, the UFO Files, yeah, the place to be. Mark your dates, tell your friends, it's all lined up from start to end. You want the truth? Come and see. We're on air right here where you wanna be, oh yeah. The UFO Files is the place to be. When it comes to all things UFO, you're here with family. From the first to the last of the mysteries, the UFO Files, yeah, the place to be.
Who we've got coming on over to the end of April. So I'm going to just do one of them for every month and play it every single time.
Oh, God.
Play.
Yeah, wait till I make one of David. Well, I've got to get him to the UK somehow, and it's the only way that it's going to do it by the sounds of it. In that tree, Dave. I'll run it by you first. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about what's trending on the internet, on the social media when it comes to UFOs, USOs, aliens, and disclosure. So, yes, I'm going to say the names of current leading country leaders, but it's in the correct context, so we're fine. He says, last show ever.
I'm just reading off the internet.
Yes, I am. ChatGPT, if you want to blame anyone, blame them. Nothing to do with me. So this is one of the main reasons the subject is surging again. So on April the 17th, 2026, Donald Trump said in his administration's review of the UFO-related material had uncovered interesting documents and that an initial batch of releases would begin very, very soon. So when did you say it was doing it? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Everything's 2 weeks.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll find out very, very soon. So Reuters also notes this follows his February 2026 directive to agencies to identify and release government files related to UFOs and UAPs and possible ET life. At the same time, Reuters say Trump also stated he has not seen any conclusive evidence of aliens. So these are snippets from different media services. So blame them, not me. I'm just a middleman. So the key detail here is that this is not the same thing as confirmed disclosure. It means there is a political push to release more records, not that those records have already proven ET origin. Reuters explicitly tied Trump's remarks back to prior Pentagon findings back in 2024, stating that US investigations had found no evidence of ET technology and that most sightings were misidentified ordinary objects of phenomena. So when you see a floating rock or an upside down triangle or a not air balloon or lights that just vanish with no visible object behind it, then it's just a normal everyday object.
It's a normal everyday phenomenon, is what they're saying.
Yes.
Right?
Well, ordinary objects are a phenomenon. So are they covering everything by saying that?
Okay.
And who's this saying? Who's saying this?
This Pentagon. That
Oh,
was
the Pentagon.
their official report back in 2024. So, so this is trending now. It's obvious the phrase "interesting documents" is vague enough to let the internet fill in the blanks. Also, on social media, that kind of wording acts like jet fuel. It lets believers frame that this is. Let's believers frame this as soft disclosure. Skeptics frame it as another hype, and creators frame it as the files are about to blow everything open. But based on reporting available right now, the factual position is narrower. More records may be coming, but no public evidence yet shows that these records are proven of any alien existence.
All
What
right.
do you reckon? There's a lot of saying and no doing. There's no show and tell. It's saying wait and wait and wait.
Yeah, they keep pushing that deadline back. Why do you think, they're so reluctant to show what they got?
Because they've not got anything. They don't know what it is that they've actually got, or they're scared that by doing this they're going to lose X amount of power, because knowledge is power. And once they release this knowledge, then they're going to be like, it's not just like allies, it's like the other countries, Russia, China, all them finding out what, once they release them, it's like me and David was saying yesterday, once they release them, all these other countries that are going against the US and England, whoever else, then they've got that extra bit of detail as to what is actually going on. So
Right.
I
So
don't
don't you
know.
think they have, like, say, Skinny Bob? Wasn't he a Russian thing? Remember Skinny Bob?
I
Yeah.
thought it was.
I thought he was
it
like
the
a
US.
Roswell-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
He landed in Russia. There was a video. They had to meet because there was an accident in Russia. It was very similar to Roswell because
Was
there
it
was an
in
accident and
Siberia?
huh?
Was it either in or near Siberia?
Well, Siberia
it was-
isn't
I know, yeah, but I know it was right near the Russia-US border.
right. Well, they had a meeting with these guys, and that's where we
Yeah.
get the video of Skinny Bob and his counterparts meeting with these people. They were not supposed to film them, but they did, which broke a rule of their. So they have information too. I think just about every major company, every major country probably has something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any large country, let's say that China, Russia, United States has
But then
something.
It's once they state what they've actually got, then the oppositions could probably work out what reverse technology they've got or they've used to create whatever military vehicles, should we say,
Mhm.
for defense and or attack. So they're not willing to. Would you be, with everything that's going on now, would you be willing to tell the rest of the world what you've got?
Yes.
You
The
would.
reason why, yeah, because that's what they want. They want to let us know that they're here. They want to work with us. That's my theory. I hope it's like that's what I want to be. And they're not going. So let's say, for example, there was a launch years ago in the 80s of a nuke, right? And it was just disarmed by something.
Yeah,
There's
I watched
right.
that video the
You've
other
seen
day.
that, right?
Yeah,
They're not going to let us do this. They're not going to let us do this. They're not. Hopefully that's a real thing. I can't say it's true or not, but yeah, that would be a good reason to come out and say, here's what we got. What do you got? Let's talk. Because that's why they won't, like, let's say we have a fighter jet that is state of the art alien tech, like it can do damage. Why haven't they used it? Because they don't want it falling into the other hands. They don't want them seeing it and trying to get a hold of it because they'll get a hold of it, right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So would you want your enemy to know what weapons, what tech you've got or what you're using?
No,
You'd
they kind of
leave
save it
to the
for
last.
exactly.
Yeah, like the 11th hour. Then it's like boom.
Until you need to come in and like go all like Hiroshima on them.
That's the problem with this species. We're so concerned about one-upping the other or destroying the other. We need to not be like that anymore. We need to leave that in the past. It's got to be, we have to evolve to a whole other thing, and it can't be hurting each other. It has to be helping each other and trying to get to another plane of existence, trying to grow. Yeah. We have to evolve or else we're not going to make it.
Well, I feel like once we do that, once we get past the we need to create war, we need to like guard all the resources and start working together, we can really step into the next level of human evolution. Absolutely. Because we can share all these things that we have, we can share all the technology, all the advances, and actually advance civilization.
Yeah. And that will bring us back to our lost or hidden history of ancient tech that was used before we was here, maybe. I don't know. During.
But a lot of the problem is ego. Everybody has an ego. Everybody wants to be the best, the top, the fastest, the strongest.
The first.
Instead of admitting, okay, we don't know this, but you guys know this, so let's work together.
That's it. Why don't they work together? Just work together.
We would be so much better.
Imagine if we weren't working together and we're all on at the same time and we're trying to beat everyone to who's better than who. It's like, I don't get that.
And we come in each other's chats and like, hey, come over to my channel. Come over to my channel.
Don't go in this.
We're poaching people's viewers.
There's got to be some rule against that. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want me to do that.
No, it's true though what Nicole just said. It's like, just if you all put your heads together, well, this is the other thing. How do we not know that they're doing that? Maybe they're playing the long game of, but just pretend to hate each other, pretend to be enemies, and all this stuff that's going on. We already pay the media to cover what they're told to cover. No one's going to know any different, and we just don't tell everybody. We tell the people that need to know.
I don't know, man. Someone's threatening to nuke a whole country right now, and they're not happy. So I don't know if they're pretending. That would be a very difficult long game.
More have done that, but you've got to remember back in the 80s, Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev signed a treaty. I think it was 82, 83, thereabouts. They signed a treaty that they would be enemies on a world war, but if Earth was to ever come under attack from outside forces, that they would join together to defend the Earth.
Sounds very blue beamish to me.
A little bit.
That's what Antarctica is all about as well. That's all the power heads. That's where they go and meet up and have the proper chats.
Angel in disguise, are you here? Are any of us here? Or is this a simulation?
Am I here? She's asking if she's there. I guess you are.
Am I here?
Yes. You typed that. If you typed it, you're here.
Yeah. Or was it your fault to type it, or did something tell you to type that? There's so many rabbit holes with this.
The person controlling your sim said, "Go to computer, tune into Alienate."
Yeah. Listen to that nonsense and then just type, "Am I here?"
Well, welcome. You are here.
Yeah. The thing is, none of us, unless we get shown and go, "Look, this is what's going on. Here's the hard evidence. Yeah. This is how it is." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Until that happens, it's just all hearsay, speculation. We pluck in the straws. We don't know.
I love to speculate, but yeah, I really do need proof. I really do need to see. I did post a video today on Down the Rabbit Hole where one of my favorite guys that I like to watch, Daryl Anka, channeling Bashar, is talking to a UFO researcher. She's asking a question. Her name escapes me, but she's very well known. And she's asking about, how did we get here? When did we get here? He responds by saying it was the Anunnaki that was working with the hominids that were here. He mentioned two different species that they worked with that created us. And then he said that there will be disclosure once that happens, which is going to be very, very, very soon. We're going to know everything. We're not going to just, all those gaps we're missing. We're going to see all the gaps. They're going to give us all the information, our own history. We're going to know our own history, which I would love.
We've got a channeler coming on in a few weeks' time.
We do.
They are booked in on Friday the 29th of May. So
that's my mom's birthday.
There you go. She can channel. Oh, she can't channel your mum because your mum's still with us. No.
Take the 9 away and it's my birthday.
Oh, your birthday is coming up. Tommy's going to have to sing to you.
This is why Tommy's gone quiet.
Better invite Tommy to the party.
He's just prepping, isn't he? Right. Anyway, moving on. So AARO is actually what are they showing us right now? So a lot of people online are talking as if it's official that the US channels are suddenly dumping impossible footage. That's not quite what the official material says. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has been publishing imagery and resolution summaries on its official site. Their UAP imagery page shows several items added from December 2025 to January 26, including unresolved cases from Europe from 2022 and 2024. So these are going back 4 or 5 years ago, along with resolved cases such as objects assessed as birds or balloons. So they're just basically they're going through their archive and putting anything and everything up just to keep their website going. That's what it sounds like to me. But the most important fine detail of this is that they're saying with high confidence that these footage depicts a physical object, but also says the object's morphology, performance, characteristics, and behavior are unremarkable and do not warrant further analysis. So if these images are morphing and the physicality of how they move and shapeshift, but they don't need to have any further research done on them, they're happy with what they've got. That doesn't make sense.
No, I think we always need to do more research. You can never. How can anybody ever be happy with the amount of knowledge they have?
These are an official UFO UAP government website agency.
No, if you're the smartest person in the room, find another room.
Yeah. And never go back to that room.
No, we need more. We need more knowledge. I want to know what David's talking about. I want to know the entirety of human history.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
no gaps. I want to know about Atlantis. I want to know about the
Yeah, of
lost
course we do.
civilizations. I want to know
Not
about the Great
every-
Reset.
Yeah, that's the thing that I want to know, but I don't want to know why it is. But anyway,
You want to know the
So-
before. You don't want to know the after.
yeah, I want to find what the after is, the same as pretty much everyone else. So
I mean, just imagine cracking open a history book and everything is there
That'd
from
be a
the
big
very
book.
beginning.
well, it is.
That'd
But
be a
it's
big book.
all
No, it's not. We're
Oh.
missing massive amounts of information.
Yeah. We're also missing 300 years and an
I
extra
know.
month on the calendar.
Well, we know why we
Oh,
were
that's
missing.
another story.
We know why we were missing the months in the calendar, or we added months to the
Yeah.
calendar.
That has nothing to do with the other thing. That has nothing
No.
to do with
No. But it knocks us out of sync with nature, with keeping us
the
suppressed.
calendar. Knocks us out of sync with. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
okay, no, he's right.
What is he
He's
talking
right,
about?
Because the original calendar has
I
28
wanna know.
days per
Months.
month.
And
28,
28 days.
with the cycle of the moon, with women's cycles, it all lined
And
up. We were in sync with nature.
And the beginning of the year was the 1st of April,
I don't
which
get it.
coincides with the spring
The New Year,
equinox.
right? The old New Year or whatever.
Yeah,
The spring or summer equinox, which is Midsummer's Day.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
not Midsummer's Day.
Uh-huh.
21st of
Right. Yes.
May.
Time is a construct, ladies
No,
and gentlemen.
April. I don't
it
know the
is.
months.
It
Yeah.
We
is.
made it.
It's
We
work on
created
cycle.
it.
So when we had
Doesn't
13 months, we had 13 months with 28 days. It was a perfect cycle for absolutely everything.
It matched the
Everything was
moon,
coming.
right?
It matched everything. Nature, the seasons, a lot.
How does that? I don't see. That's what I don't understand. Because the calendar matches nature doesn't make any sense.
So
does.
the
Zero
moon
sense.
cycles. The
Yeah, but
months used to be
there's-
based on the moon
seasons.
cycle.
right. But they're still there. The moon is still there. The cycles
Yeah.
are still there.
Yes.
Everything's
Everything is
still
there.
there. But the way we live our day to day over 12 months, where some months have 31 days, some have 30,
Right.
one has 28 or 29, when you could just have what was 13, where every single one has exactly 28 days. The
Mm.
first was a Monday, the 28th was a Friday.
Mhm.
Take
Every
the current
single
calendar, take the calendar, and then throw it away
And
in your
bring the
mind.
old one back. Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, yeah,
It
that's
doesn't-
how you gotta do.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That does not matter. You're still in touch with nature. You're still in sync with nature. The calendar and the
Well,
differences
it's
do
all right
not
if
make
you-
a difference. It's like
do
Bill
that.
Murray says, it just doesn't matter.
No.
It just
It's all right
doesn't.
for you to do it, though.
Mm.
But you're still then going to be, everything else is going to be out of sync with everything else that's
Yeah.
going on in the world.
But-
So,
But we're also out of sync in the way we live our day-to-day life. Like we go to
Exactly, yeah.
work, 9 to 5s, a lot of people used to sleep in smaller cycles, wake up in the middle of the night, hang out,
Yeah.
do whatever, and then go back to sleep. So we're working against kind of
we're
evolution.
going against our own body clock,
Mhm.
is what we're doing.
Also, we don't need to eat 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's another thing that we didn't do before.
I'm like a deer now, I graze. I don't
Yeah.
have a meal. I just pick at eggs or tomatoes and yogurt. That's it.
I like
Did
how
Did
you
you,
said
did you understand that?
yogurt.
I didn't understand it. A word he said.
He likes yogurt. He
Yogurt.
likes
Yogurt.
and eggs.
Gotcha.
No, I
Okay.
said
Yogurt.
yogurt.
And eggs?
He eats
Eggs.
yogurt
Boiled
on
eggs.
on
Together?
a Tuesday.
No, I'll
Excellent.
wait till I've had one. I don't just mix it together and just pull it all down.
Thank you, Hillbilly Herb. He knows what I'm talking about.
What?
It doesn't matter, guys.
I can't
Alright.
see. I can only see the chat very briefly because I'm not allowed to press buttons when I'm on my phone.
Don't press nothing. Please press buttons. No. Stop at pressing buttons.
Woo!
So, right,
There she is.
moving on. Yeah, moving on. Right, anyway, so look into that. I'll send you the video I was watching today. It's really good. So, so this is a very different statement from advanced craft or non-human technology. In plain
Yes.
English, not plain American.
Mhm.
All right, that's what it says. It
Those are some
means
loud
yes.
clicks. What is
I
that?
know.
Yeah, that's a
Nicole.
weird sound.
Someone clicking on a on a keyboard.
It's not.
There you
Nicole.
I'm not clicking.
My
David.
hands are in a place you shouldn't see right now.
You're clicking on the keyboard though.
Me? Nope.
Yes. Come on.
It's you.
I'm
Look,
not.
my hands are right here, big dog.
I know what it is.
Everybody, hands up. What? What is
There's
it?
a sound. There's a sound delay, so it's taking a while to come through, and it's coming through on Nicole's microphone.
They're listening to us.
Mute your mic, Nicole. There you go. Stop straight away. Put it back on.
Why
See
does the
that-
internet hate me today?
It's either that or you got Death Watch beetles in your wall, so be careful tonight. Sorry. Anyway, so in
Are we
plain
done again?
English, it means
Okay.
yes, something physical appears to be there, but based on the available data, it does not display extraordinary behavior. So yeah, it's showing something, but it doesn't mean to say it's not something that's Earth's origin.
What's up, Raul?
So- There are still unresolved items. For example, PR-011 is listed as a case undergoing analysis, and PR-017 says the video is insufficient for determination. PR-008 says AARO could not determine whether the observed signature came from a real physical source, reflection, environmental heat differential, or a sensor display issue, so it remains unresolved. It cannot confirm that it's alien. Who's typing?
I'm not typing.
Your mom.
I was looking at a comment.
Anyway,
I wasn't
so
typing.
I'm not typing.
basically-
Look, I'm not typing.
Hey, neither am I. Anyway, so what they get around this, their loophole is they're
Yes.
not saying they're keeping it as unresolved
What?
because they have insufficient data. Basically saying it could be anything we don't know without saying it could be anything we don't know. That's what I'm getting from this.
They're telling you without telling you?
No, they're telling us and not actually telling us. So they're not telling us by trying to tell
They're
us.
telling you, but they don't know. But they know.
They're telling us they don't know without telling us we don't know.
Well, don't tell Andy, or everybody will know.
No. Even I forget. So that's pretty much what they're saying. The question remains answered in the negative by the government's recent public reporting. So the official picture is more subtle than social media makes it sound. There are real unresolved cases. There is real official imagery, but a large share of these cases are either explained, technically unresolved due to weak data, or unresolved without showing remarkable performance. There you
Where
go.
did you get this information, man?
It's all in there.
Oh, that
I
makes
just had
sense.
to write it down because anything more than 3-letter word, I struggle.
You know
I
what
see.
he means by it's all in there?
Hmm.
Andy
Right
is
in front of me.
AI. Andy is AI. It's in here.
Yeah.
No,
He's like the old
it's-
robots that couldn't walk and fall down and shatter on the ground.
That's what I'm like right now. So
Yeah.
I
Cheers,
have a
Dave.
robot that I use
Physically.
for investigations. It's like a motion activated robot. I have a couple of
Yeah.
them actually, and it's funny. Andy reminds me of those robots. Just go burp, 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 and then sometimes they fall down.
Thanks. I didn't actually fall this time. I just lifted and damaged. Anyway, so moving on now to section 3. Dead and missing scientist story and why it exploded. But first, David.
Yes.
The guy from Ancient Aliens.
David
Who
That guy.
Whitlock or Whitmore, Whitlock, whatever. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
Day before yesterday. Yes.
As soon as I heard and seen
Wilcock,
what
my bad.
that everyone was that what had happened. Yeah, and I think it was Dead Fish or Scooby Dooby had put in the chat. He said if he ever took his own life, it's something he would never do. So if it happens, it wasn't him. Now this is the other thing with it.
The
Just
problem
quickly,
with that
David
is
Wilcox.
he did with his own hands.
But this is a thing. Two things. Firstly, was it him? Was it a clone? Because this is a road that we're going down right now. Biden, clones.
Okay, can
All
we
this
talk
Jim
about the
Carrey.
clone?
Yeah, if you don't keep going off.
I don't know about clones.
But I'm not saying it was a clone. I'm saying it is a possibility.
Well,
Yeah.
anything's possible, right? Anything is possible.
Yeah.
It could have been an alien.
Well,
He could have
everything
been
is
an alien.
possible. Nothing
Or-
is impossible.
He could have been a cyborg,
We don't know.
or he could have been a
Oh.
Mars person. Who knows?
Was a Tupla, Golem, whatever you want to call them. So this is the thing. It's like, from what I've read, and probably the same as what a lot of other people have read as well,
Hmm.
how it happened, how it went down, it was just he did what he did, yeah. And it was everyone's saying it's so completely out of character. But also with that, look, we were chatting off air, we're not going to go into detail on it, but look at how much for yourself, myself, other people, friends on Facebook, that things that are happening in your own environment are completely out of sync, out of character. They're not the environment that you normally live in.
What are you talking about?
I have no
Well,
idea. I got a call and it shut me down.
You got a
Well, we-
call?
I got a call and it shut me down.
So what
if
I'm
I
saying,
know you don't call me.
so what I'm saying is, at the moment, everything that's going on around you, your personal life, not personal
Uh-huh.
life, but your everyday life, it doesn't feel right. Everything feels like it's out of sync. Nothing. It feels like it's an very odd time.
Hmm. Yes.
Andy, are you okay?
Yeah. No. It's
Listen.
a very odd time,
Do
Nicole.
you need to talk?
You
It
not
was
listen.
something. The 11 people that were either missing or dead, very concerning. They're all connected to the same thing. But this
Wow.
man, David,
Three things.
let me get his name right again. David
Wilcox.
Wilcock. Wednesday, April 22nd. Authorities in Boulder County, Colorado, said a 911 call came in Monday for an unknown problem outside the town of
Mushrooms.
Nederland.
Nice.
The person who took the 911 call, allegedly believed the caller might have been having a mental health crisis, according to the outlet.
Yes.
When authorities arrived at the scene, they reportedly encountered a man outside holding a weapon, which almost immediately, as they arrived, used it on himself and was pronounced dead at the scene.
Yeah. So, yeah. But this
This
is
is-
the thing. So was this a pre-plan
I don't know.
suicided or unaliving?
Unaliving?
Was it
Self-unaliving?
unaliving?
Yeah,
These different terms that we can use, but
ridiculous.
I'm not saying it wasn't
I
him,
know.
but then from what he does and what he talked about, and sorry, 1 second. From what he spoke about and the set relating to the dead and the missing scientists, was it part of that? Is this actually happening? Is it a ploy? Is it a cover-up? Is it a distraction? Is it part of Project Bluebeam? Is it part of Project Blue Book?
It sounds like it's connected. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't like to believe in this stuff, but this is very bizarre when a guy says he's not going to, if something happens to me, I didn't do it. And then you see him do it.
Exactly. That's why.
What the hell?
And can we put this out there that I would never do that? So if anything happens to me, I didn't do it.
No.
Somebody else probably very likely did it, but
it's concerning because he was on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did podcast. He's one of us.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah.
And if there's some sort of mind control, brain control, or some sort of thing that'll make you do something like that, like there's always been talk that the CIA is able to control certain people and they can make them assassinate people or, stuff like this. Like they have the ability to control someone's mind. They could just turn it on and this guy goes and does something, which is he never would do in his normal life. Is this something like that?
That's what I'm saying.
They put a lot of subliminal messaging. They put a lot of, programming things and psychological things into our everyday lives. So what's to say that we can just flip a switch?
You don't know what tech he's using, whether he's been computers, laptops, smartphone. You don't know what's in that they can control to hypnotize, brainwash, reprogram.
I mean, just think about the fact that people walk around with earbuds in basically 24/7 these days. So if there's something coming through, you can put subliminal messages and things.
It's easy.
You can put all kinds of frequencies, tones, or whatever. So who knows what they can do?
I was talking to Andy before the show.
Yes. I'm glad
and I use earbuds when I go to sleep. They have these earbuds that go in the ear that you can sleep on the side and everything. They have white noise type. You can switch it up. It's really cool. But last night and the night before, I was hearing, first of all, I thought I heard voices, which was weird. Because sometimes if you listen to white noise, you can hear things like music or something. The other night I heard voices in it, and it kind of freaked me out because I thought someone was talking in the room and I was hearing it. So something was wrong. I looked around, there's no one there. I got up, but I noticed it was coming from that thing in my ear. And then yesterday, this morning when I woke up, I could hear like the white noise, and there were other clicks and things in it that I've never heard before.
That was a clicking just then.
It was very bizarre. It was like a bell and a click and a whole bunch of little noises, and it freaked me out. I don't think I'm going to use them tonight. I've been using them for months.
You have to remind me. I have to introduce you to some people who will be able to definitely speak to you on that and talk about that experience. Ron and Lourdes from the Digital Seance Experience. That's kind of how they started with white noise. Yes, Raul. Exactly, TDSC. I think you'd find them really, really interesting, and I'm sure they would love to talk to you about that. That's kind of how it started on a white noise machine.
Today I was in rare form because I'm a very positive, happy-go-lucky dude. I usually have great thoughts, but today I was having some very, very disturbing thoughts in my head.
This is what I was saying.
I was fighting it. I was fighting it because I'm not like that. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing. I would not hurt myself. I guarantee you. I don't know what, but these thoughts were like overcoming. They're very strong, but I feel like I was able to fight that. And I'm not wearing those things anymore. I really think they're connected in some weird way. Maybe I'm getting paranoid about it, but I don't want to take any chances.
So
maybe they're hitting the wrong David.
So Bluetooth. Let me tell you about Bluetooth. I don't know if you guys know this is a thing. I don't know if you have it in the US. So when I used to taxi drive in Manchester, there's a certain part of Manchester city centre I drive through. Yeah. And there's a bar restaurant called Bar 38, and every time I was within 50 yards of it, I would get a notification come up on my phone. It was a Bluetooth
like connect.
Not Bluetooth. It was a message from them. So remember before smartphones and you had Bluetooth on the old Nokias and the Sony Ericssons and all that. It was what's it called? Bluetooth something. And it's literally advertising distribution for pubs, restaurants, clothing brands, whatever. It's like a sponsor, but it comes through on your phone. And if you enable it on your mobile, then they could just, whoever's going within however many feet of that building, you get and it comes up on your phone. That was back in 2003, 2004. Imagine what tech they've got now if that's what they could do then.
Do you know where the symbol for Bluetooth comes from?
Yes.
It's some sort of king, right?
Out of the room.
It's a sigil. It's a rune. It's actually a
There you go.
combination of two runes that represent Harald Bluetooth, the Viking king who united Denmark and Norway. So the rune that's used, it's a binding rune where it's signifying the merger of communication or bridging.
Yeah.
Just a fun fact, it's a rune.
Yeah, there you go. Raoul said it's RF advertising. That was it. I couldn't think what the term was for it. So, yeah. So if they can do that, if you're using a smartphone, like David said, you've got AirPods, headphones on or whatever, and you're always on that, think of the information that they're sending you subliminally and making you do things that you would not normally do. Putting them thoughts in your head. Removing thoughts.
Subliminal messaging is nothing new. They've been using that
they've been doing it from the 50s.
So long. Yeah,
Yeah.
from playing ads before movies to make you hungry or make you want drinks to sell
Well,
more
you know what they do?
concessions.
Well, when you're watching the movie, they'll have like one frame of like a can of Coke or a can of Pepsi or a bag of popcorn or a bar of chocolate. You don't see it, but your brain acknowledges it. And then that's when then they do it like 10, 15 minutes before the interval. So then you go and you buy what you didn't know you'd seen. Oh, he's already done it.
And it just makes me think of that episode. I don't know if you guys have seen Saved by the Bell because you weren't a teenage girl.
Yes.
But the episode where Zach
Saved by the Bell is one of the best things ever.
Well, the episode where Zach uses subliminal messaging to convince all the girls to go to the dance with them.
I don't remember that.
That's what I think of. With
I'll have
subliminal
seen
messaging.
it. It used to be on it all the time, so yeah.
Mhm. But
Yeah, but that's what it is. But how do you? So it's like I listen to the binaural beats, but I listen to it with music. You don't actually hear the binaural beats or the isochronic tones, but it's in there because once you start listening to it, it's like having caffeine. You feel it kick in, you feel it pick up, and you start to focus.
Mhm.
So
Let's see if I can get people out there to subliminally.
Oh, we're now an ASMR channel.
yeah.
Popcorn.
Yep. Darren Brown did some little messaging to get a crowd to raise their hands all at once in the Palisades Mall.
Yes. There's loads of stuff like
Oh,
that.
Jaron Brown.
There's tons of it. So
Don't you
anyway,
think that they can do that to your music there, Andy? And without your knowledge?
probably.
Andy's doing that. Look how
I
many subscribers
guess-
we've gotten since he started doing the AI music. It's subliminal messaging, man.
It's working. Yeah,
He's
keep coming.
hypnotizing the whole chat.
How many you got now,
Oh,
Andy? How much you got?
about 800.
Subscribers?
No.
Nearly 1,000.
No.
What? No. We have more than
2,000, 2,430. 2,430.
You ready?
Nice.
Do you want to know how many I have?
Talk to us.
43.
I had 43 for the first 12 months.
I have
Wow.
2,684.
He's paying. He's buying his.
Nope.
I don't know how many Full Moon has. Last I checked, it was 177. But
Combine the two.
That's good.
Right, anyway, so the dead
Anyway.
and the missing, why it exploded. So this is probably the hottest high voltage conspiracy narrative in UFO space right now. The story centers on a group of scientists, engineers, or defense aerospace linked personnel whose deaths and disappearances have been pulled together online into a single pattern. Vanity Fair reports that over the past 4 years, 11 scientists, either being dead or missing, have fueled conspiracy theories involving UFOs, nuclear secrecy, and advanced technology. It also says the disappearance of retired Air Force Major General William Neal Castland became a focal point, partly because of his aerospace background and brief association with Tom DeLonge's disclosure orbit.
Hmm.
So the reason this jumped from fringe chatter into mainstream attention is that it crossed into White House press briefing territory. So Vanity Fair reports that the topic was raised by a Fox News reporter at the White House briefing, prompting responses from the press secretary Caroline Leavitt, Trump, and the House Oversight Committee. The political implication matters enormously. Once a fringe theory gets spoken aloud in an official press setting, it stops being just internet talk and becomes a mainstream subject. So because one person mentioned it in the White House, it then became a thing. So they had to do something about it. Fortune summary says the cases involve people connected with NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin, nuclear and space defense work, which helps explain why the theory grabs attention so easily. But then it's also to do with the missing people, military links, secrecy, UFO agenda, and the possible cover-up of AARC. Now, do you remember when we had Laura Eisenhower come on? And she was at that party, and she was asked, she met this guy at this party, and he's chatting away, and he mentioned something about AARC, which is a space program about shipping humans from Earth to Mars, but not, it's more like a portal or a gateway or something.
I do not recall.
So
I do not
based on
recall
the,
either.
you was there. Anyway, based on the
But was
report
you
available today, the evidence supports a cluster of cases being discussed together and not a proven coordinated silencing campaign. So basically, they spoke about these different people going missing, and they've just put it all into one topic.
Yes.
And then the internet's gone, oh my God, there's a pattern here. They're all doing this, this, and this. But what they're not looking at is the actual reality check of how these people are not connected. This has been going on over the last 8 years. So it's not like they've all gone all at once. But how do you know that these... Because no bodies have been found, have they?
Nope.
Or have they?
No.
So have they gone? Have they used ARC and they're now living on Mars or somewhere else? Have they changed their identity? Are they just moving different part of the country, different part of the world? Are they working on some top secret program where they can't associate with the general public? So they're having like a spy would. So you're staying out the way of everything that's going on.
I'm going to say they're not on Mars. That's what I'm going to say.
I wouldn't
Pretty
think
sure
they're
they're not
on
on
Mars.
Yeah, that's a safe bet they're not on Mars. That's my thing. Here's the question, though.
Inside the moon.
You're saying that they're connecting all of these. Why wouldn't they be connected? They all studied and work on the same thing.
Yeah, but they're not doing the same thing. They've just...
But they work together on the same types of stuff.
No, this is...
No, so none of them have worked on anything together?
Not really, no. They are working
yes,
different.
They have. There's a few that have worked together.
No. So I'm just reading what it says on here. So what they're saying...
Go deeper.
So what they're saying...
Go deeper down the rabbit hole, sir.
These different
Thank you for
sites have
clarifying
worked
that one, David,
on...
before we got flagged.
They've worked on different projects or the same projects, but at different times.
Right.
It wasn't like me and you us three were working on this podcast and
okay,
then we
so
all go missing.
So now you've made a connection, right? There's a connection. So
they work in the same industry?
So why would they going missing be a good thing for anybody? Why would that
Well, no, it's not a good thing.
Right.
Unless they're doing something top secret that they're not allowed to tell anybody else about.
Another thing is, do we know that they're not working together? I mean, this one retired. This one retired, and then that one was working with the retired one, but then she was doing something else, and then this one was working in the same area. Why would you have to silence these people if you're going to there's
nothing to say they've been silenced.
Are they talking? Are they talking?
No.
Can you hear them talking? They've been silenced.
No.
Hello.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is,
please make it clear.
Well, there's the number of things. I'm like, they could have gone missing. They could have been unalive. Anything could have happened to him.
Yeah.
But the strongest possibility is that they have been put onto a top secret case and they're not allowed to intervene or have connections with anyone else. Like Big Brother, you stay in the house and you only work with them people for however long until you leave or you get kicked out. Yeah, that kind of scenario. So you have no contact with the outside world. So if they're doing this top secret stuff, maybe they are traveling to different rounds, different times, different planets, whatever. I don't know. I'm not there. This is just all hypothetical.
Absolutely.
All things.
I like to deal in a more realistic type.
What I'm saying is there's no proof that anything bad has happened to these people. We just don't know where they've gone. They might have just thought, you know what, I'm done with this, and gone somewhere and changed their identity.
Well,
People
like the
do
man
that.
who's retired, he left his house, his wife, his keys, his phone, his whatever, and then his jacket was found.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think so.
I
I
get
don't
that.
think they just decided they were done with it. Because if they decided they were done with it, I feel like it's like the mob. I feel like once you're in, you're in. You can't just be like, nope, bye
Yeah.
guys, I'm out of it. You know too
Well, that's
much.
why I'm saying I'm not.
Can you
that
see me or am I
maybe
invisible?
they are, but
Cannot
maybe
see
they
you.
are part of the missing 411. We don't know. But it's like I was watching another thing on the not the Apollo 11,
The Artemis.
the Challenger, the 7 astronauts, and 5 of them have been found, and 2 of them have kept the same name.
I saw that theory.
I watched that yesterday, and you
Yeah,
can tell
I posted
they
that.
are these people.
You've heard of doppelgangers?
Yeah, but they're just a
I'm a
little bit
ghost.
older.
Well, I'll say I'm going back to the retired dude. The retired guy was out.
Yeah,
He's retired. He's done with this stuff.
yeah.
Did he have knowledge of? Yeah,
Well,
he did.
maybe he was at home and he got a call and he said, "Look, we need you back. You can't tell anyone, and if you don't come, we're just going to take you. You've got the knowledge, what we don't have. Only you can do this job. We need you. So you have 2 choices. You either come with us or we come and take you." I'm not saying it is that. I think I've watched too many movies where they do that.
Absolutely.
I'm here.
Like
I'm
Jason
just
Bourne.
I did a magic trick. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even show my camera off. It literally I'm
There you
I'm
go.
non-existent. I went wherever they went, apparently.
So do you know what I mean? We don't know what's going on. Everyone's just speculating. But what
Absolutely.
they're saying is these people it's like saying American football players. Yeah.
Mhm.
5 of them are playing a game on Saturday afternoon, and 5 of the players across the US break their legs. They all break a left leg. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you put that down to, there's a connection because they all play American soccer?
That's ridiculous.
You know where I'm going, though. I'm looking at the skeptical side to it.
I know what you're
They're not
saying.
listening. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. But the thing is,
I'm not saying it's a thing. I'm just using that as an example.
it just feels like it's too
Yeah.
weird. And then now you have people who are in TV and podcaster, saying, I'm not going to do this, and then does it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's beginning to get a little, because they didn't do this for a long time in the 70s, the 60s, the 70s, maybe in the 50s. Also, they were yanking people out.
Oh yeah,
If
of course they
people
were.
were coming up, they were yanking them out.
Yeah.
I'm playing it safe, but I'm not saying that they are doing that.
But
I don't want to be on that list.
At some point after Bob Lazar came out and started talking about it,
Yeah.
there was a change in their policy because they stopped
They had
ending
to.
people. As far as we knew, right? They stopped
Yeah.
ending people. So if this is a change back to that policy, why? Because some guy in the White House is talking about.
No, I think it's a lot
No.
deeper than that. I think that they've been told you need to stop this and you need to do it in whatever way possible, whether it's subliminal messaging, whether it's brainwashing, whether it's just being
Even
taxi
deeper than
driver,
why?
going picking people up from their house and taking them on
Why
a
is
long
it deeper?
drive.
What
I don't know.
to
I
what
would
purpose?
say that there's a chance with some of the people who haven't turned up and there's been no evidence of them and their location, that they were pulled to a super, super secret government
Yeah,
project because of
exactly.
the knowledge that they have. So they're locked away in some lab or something, to that effect,
Yeah,
and working
Okay.
on whatever.
Let's say that's the case.
that's my highest possibility of what's happened. I'm not saying it's the only one. That's just me thinking
Yeah.
now.
I don't say it's the highest possibility. But
I don't agree with that
definitely
either.
a
No,
possibility.
for me, it's
I'll
at the
say
top.
it's a possibility. That's what I'll say. If that's the case, they can never come back.
Yes.
If that's true, they're done.
But-
They cannot come back. They will not
But
allow it.
No, but we discussed how previously on previous shows how people have come back under different names, different aliases, lives.
Elvis,
They just drop them in and they're
Tupac.
like, no, that's not the same person. But it's so
Yeah.
much harder to do in the internet age than it was back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
I want to know
suppose-
why. I want to know if they're going to continue to. Is there going to be a 12th? Would you
Mhm.
say David's a 12th? Is there going to be another podcaster, TV guy that's going to be?
Are they just following the Bible and getting the disciples?
That's a stretch.
I know, but it's
When
the
is
only thing
Paul
they have.
going? Is Peter next?
No, it's David.
David was never a
Start-
disciple. Thank you
start
very
with-
much. Good night.
Start
Thanks for playing.
Start with a
Mhm.
Y.
Andy's gonna be Judas.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he? He'd
No.
take 12 pieces of silver every day, every
I'm
day.
going to say depends how much you pay me.
Exactly.
No.
See,
I
Judas.
Mhm.
do not have a price, so don't worry about it.
Also, how long can they keep it going if they're responsible for it and they're, making these people disappear? How long can you keep it going when it's in mainstream media, when it's on social media, and everybody knows that it's going on? Like, at what point do they have to be like, all right, there's 50 people now missing?
What if it's not us doing it? What if it's the ETs that are doing it? And they've told the government, they said, look, you need to put an end to this now, or we're just going to start taking these people. So it's
They're
your
taking
call.
people already, man.
No,
And I
but
don't
we're
think they're telling
taking.
anybody anything. I don't think
No.
they're
I don't think
negotiating.
it's
It's just a thing. What if ETs are saying you need to stop all these scientists that are coming out, the whistleblowers, whatever you want to call them? They've got too much information. You need to start giving X amount of information to one person. It needs to be spread across more people. Each person has a little bit of info, not enough to create the next thing. Unless you get all them people together in one room, then with them talking, then they can create it. But until then, you need to give each person one item, and they only have that item of information, nothing else. And the
And I think
government's
that's
not.
kind of what scares
I'm
me
not saying it
about the
is.
apocalyptic situation. Like, everything is so specialized right now. Like, nobody knows how to make your phone. They know how to make a computer chip in your phone. They know how to make this aspect. They know how to make that
Yeah.
aspect. But very few, if not no people, know how to make the entire phone start to finish. So we will lose so much technology.
right.
Jeff Bozo does, whatever he's called.
Jeff Bezos, he doesn't know how to make phones.
Jeff Bozo.
That was
That's his
good,
only
buddy.
name.
And Andy's getting shut down.
No, I don't care. I'll just cancel my Amazon Prime.
I don't think it's aliens. I would
it
hope,
won't matter.
I would hope they're more elevated than we are. Here's my question, though. Do you think it's the
Reptilians.
government, or do you think it's a cabal of
Oh,
elites that
No.
are actually controlling everything?
so you've got the government, and then you've got the real
The
government.
cabal. But I feel like if the cabal was doing it, you wouldn't hear about it.
Well, we're kind of not hearing about it. It's only because someone spoke about it in the White House.
Someone,
press
yeah,
conference.
someone,
If you
because
didn't say
someone
a word,
put it all
it'd have been
together. Hey,
fine.
this person's missing, that person's missing, that person's missing.
Yeah.
and then they're putting it in the internet, and then those bozos, for whatever reason, go and get that information and then talk about it and make it a government thing. I hate that, by the way. I wish that wouldn't happen, but now it's a thing, right? So yeah, I mean, I could see it being a cabal type situation where it's
the thing
they
is,
have
or
all the resources.
anything.
There's also the foreign government thing. So these people have all worked on these top secret projects. Is somebody from another country's government coming over and taking these people, taking them back, you know,
like America
on.
did, like America did with Germany in World War II.
Only not voluntarily.
Yeah, it's like, well, they didn't really get a choice. It's like, you either come with us or we end your life.
Well, that was a choice.
Yeah,
that was a choice. I don't think these people, if that's what happened, they got a choice.
Could be the same thing. But then we don't know if these people, we just don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head as we go as to possibilities. I'm not saying any of it is true. I'm not saying I know that this is fact.
Absolutely.
I haven't got a fucking clue. I have no idea.
For entertainment purposes
am I
only?
on Codemol? And
you're being very honest right now, and I
soda?
love it. Yes. I think it's too many painkillers and
yeah,
maybe a little something else. I don't know.
little cupcakes.
Oh, delicious.
They're not hash, by the way. They just Victoria's.
Very
Sponge.
nice. Is that merch?
Full moon.
Well, then,
It's just a sticker, but
but then, like I said, these people, they might. How do we know they're not higher up than what we're told? We can only go off what we are told. Has anyone from their family spoke out? Has any of their friends spoke out? Neighbors, other work colleagues?
The wife of the general, the retired, she's obviously concerned. So she's wondering where he is and wants to know, but has not really come out publicly to.
Do they really want to know? Or are they playing? Are they playing it as a distraction? There's too many distractions going on right now.
It's not like you and if your girlfriend, your wife disappears and you really want to know, and you're going to be like, it's okay. I know you.
Well,
exactly.
I don't know. Have you watched like any of those specials? Some of the husbands who have, off their wives or vice versa have acted very, very concerned.
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Put on a real good show.
There is a particular person that was on holiday in Portugal, and it wasn't the wife, and the child went missing, and there's loads of evidence, and it never got followed up. And they're all part of the Red Shoe Club and so on and so on. But we're not going to go into that right now because I don't want to get shut down. Thank you very much. But anyway, so there's too much. It is just too much going on for it all to be genuine. That's what I'm trying to get at.
So you're saying it's not genuine?
I don't know. It just seems to be a lot.
But you just said it's too much going on for it to be genuine.
For it not.
And
to
I
be
asked
genuine.
you, for it not to be genuine, and you don't know.
No, I don't know.
I like this. I like having David on.
So
yeah.
Don't you
like
think
challenge him?
There's too many distractions?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there is.
There's too much real stuff going on that we're not hearing about, and then all of a sudden, distraction. Oh, let's create more, and then we'll use these people as scapegoats to create other distractions. So you can go down all them rabbit holes, and you're not looking what's going on behind you because that's what's actually happening. This isn't genuine stuff. Some of this may be, but none of you actually know what the genuine stuff is actually happening right now because you are not being told any of it. The end. Thank you. Goodbye.
I don't buy it because distractions.
Hey, Raoul, where am I in this conversation?
How is a distraction going to distract you from what you really want to know? I don't get it. A lot of people talk about
you.
This is what I'm saying. There's so many, you don't know what to keep up with. You don't know what's a distraction and what's real.
I want disclosure. No one's going to distract me from that. I want disclosure.
Never happening, mate.
I'm sure it's not. I want it to happen.
Chat. people at the shop, people at work. Weird disclosure. Say weird distraction then.
Can we pin
Ooh, I
that
like
comment?
that.
I'm not allowed to touch things.
I like that. What
Can we pin
Raul
that
said, you mean?
comment? Yeah, I can't touch buttons. I am the sanity in the group.
No, he meant me. You know, he hung out with me when I went to get his burger, don't you? Not you.
I see
And he-
Raul. I haven't actually seen Raul in a little bit, but we'll have to change
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't even you
I like
that
this one.
introduced
I
me
like
to
this
him.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that
Yeah.
idea.
The MT.
That's what I said. I said I want to come. Where am I in this equation? And he said I'm the
You can
sanity.
be there. You can be there.
You can
Absolutely.
supply.
Oh,
You can
I'm
supply.
gonna referee. I'm gonna get like the striped shirt. I'm gonna
Woo!
be referee in this fight.
No fight.
There's not a fight.
No fight.
I just
This
there's
Here's
I mean
the
there's
debate.
The romance.
back me up on this, Nicole. Distractions.
Yes.
Go on.
There are a lot of distractions.
Distractions. Really? Everyone, am I freezing?
Yes.
I'm freezing, right?
You're freezing.
Yeah.
Why am I freezing? There's no problems over here at all.
You only got a t-shirt on.
I don't have a t-shirt on.
I think
But
he
you're
has a
freezing.
shirt on.
T-shirt.
Say what?
He has a
You're
shirt
free.
on.
Oh, forget the dad joke. Carry on.
Oh, that was a dad
What?
joke. That makes sense.
Uh-oh.
I just don't. People say distractions all the time. Oh, it's just a distraction. There's nothing that can distract me from
No.
this point. No
I
one can
get
distract
that.
me from the Epstein files. I don't care how many people go missing. I want to see those things.
But
Yeah.
they do try. They do try.
They
and
try,
I will
yeah.
give them that
Yeah, yeah.
because every time that something big is happening, there's some kind of media circus, like the whole thing with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. What kind
my
of
God.
trial
Oh.
gets that much press coverage?
Could not care less. Yeah, definitely.
But her dog stepped on a bee.
Oh my God.
Did he?
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Wow.
When he did it, he looked like the Loch Ness monster. What are the chances of that?
It's not going to
But-
work. I mean, single
they
cell
try.
organisms, maybe. Maybe that'll distract them enough. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think it's going to.
these people that are addicted to mainstream media, that believe everything they see on Snapchat, on
you're talking
Facebook,
about-
on Instagram, on TikTok, on
Gen Z.
Fox,
Mhm.
CBS, ANC or whatever it is, I don't know, all the different ITV, BBC, all the different channels and networks.
Yeah.
People
But
sit and they believe absolutely everything they see and
But
hear.
not only that, these generations
true.
that are coming up now are being programmed to get information in short bursts. They
Mhm.
will not research. They will not watch an in-depth documentary or read along or things like that. They want short form information because their attention spans are so programmed by things like YouTube shorts and TikToks and Reels.
Yes, David, it's all your fault.
Keep watching,
Hey,
people.
there's nothing wrong with it.
It's paranormal, sir. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
I like
All the
Reels
good
and
stuff.
shorts, but I'm just saying you also need to retain your ability to actually go down that rabbit hole, David, and do the research.
That's important. That's the most important thing, is
Research.
to be able to be objective, to look further, and not just take the first minute or 60 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever it is as fact, because it's not. It's not fact.
And this is why, so when I get these things for when we do reality check or anything else that we talk about, I'll ask it for whatever I'm looking for in particular. Then I'll say, right, now give me what you just sent me, but I want it in detail. I want dates, times, people's names, locations, the media that covered it, where everything from beginning to end of who, where, what, where, and why. And I'll do it. And then I'll do it again, and I'll compare the two. Then I'll put them both together. I'll say, right, make that into one. Give me one thing out of all of that, and it'll go through it all and puts it as it is.
Oh, Angel in Disguise has a question. Can I ask you a serious question? Do you think paranormal and alien activity have a connection?
Yes,
I think it's an interdimensional connection. Yeah.
I think there is a connection. Maybe not directly, like not aliens are ghosts or anything like
No,
that.
I don't
think
mean
there's a
that.
connection.
frequency.
Yes.
So all frequencies and realms and dimensions and sounds and colours and vibration and all that kind of stuff, and
Right.
a shared consciousness. Because
Ooh.
without the shared
Ooh.
consciousness, there'd be no connection, really, would there?
Hey, can I do a shameless plug real quick? Because
Please.
that's
Please.
exactly what we will be talking about on tea time tonight with me and Stephanie. We're talking about collective consciousness.
8 o'clock Eastern.
8:30 Eastern Standard
8:30
Time.
Eastern.
Mhm.
I will try to be there for sure.
Awesome.
Oh, I might be, because I'm not back in work till next week. I've got a doctor's note.
Yankee.
So, well, I'm doing that. I'm in agony, but I don't have to get up early.
Let's go.
That's the only bonus to it. I'm going to do a shameless plug now. So even though you can see it rolling across the top of the screen, if you would like to be a paying member of the YouTube channel for Alienate UK, you can do at the current prices that you can see on the screen. We have UFO, Nordic, Mantid, Reptilian, Alien, and Ultradimensional. They start at $2.99. That's £2.99 or $2.99, and then it's different around the world. I'm not remembering currencies as well as time zones. Not happening. So it starts at $2.99 and goes right the way through to $89.99, and you get to hang out with me for a week,
Woo!
whether you like it or not.
He should pay
I
you.
did that once. Well, not quite a week, but a couple days.
I'm going to say this right now, and if you're hearing this, if anyone gets the $89.99 ultra dimensional, I will throw in a free mug from Down the Rabbit Hole.
Oh yeah. Oh, with the $89.99, you get continuous discounted merchandise of Alienate branding.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
minimum, the more you buy, the more discount you get.
If Andy messages me today and you bought the $89.99, I will send you a free Down the Rabbit Hole mug or a David Don't Know mug. If you do it today, ultra dimensional.
And you'll get a free t-shirt from me. And Nicole, what are you throwing in? A corgi?
A what? A corgi?
Corgi. One of your dogs. Not Ellie. I'm not.
Take Indy. Take the little one. I have to pay less in
Pain in the
shipping.
ass. Yeah.
Tater weighs 45 pounds. He'd cost more than $89.99
Tater?
to ship. Tater
tot.
Yeah, my tater tot.
God.
I'll gladly ship Indy.
There you go. So on there is one of the sites that you can get the merch from. So alienate-shop.fourthwall.com. And if you want David stuff, you can do David-shop.south. Can't speak. Fourthwall.com. Oh my God.
Yes, what he said.
All right, Topper. I will throw in some lightly used electrical tape.
The ones from your eyebrows? I'm in.
Yeah, they might have some DNA on there.
I'm in.
Clone me.
And then, top part, you'll be able to clone Nicole and you can help her on your window cleaning round.
Yeah.
He's a window cleaner, by the way. I'm not just giving people occupations that they don't have.
I was changing people's genders yesterday. Remember that?
Yeah, that was you.
I didn't mean to do it.
Simon in the chat, he was changing his gender.
Was Steven? I always call him Stephanie.
Oh, was it Stephen or Simon?
Simone.
Or someone. I was calling someone Stephanie.
Simon is now Simone.
No. Oh, well, Simon Riley, when I now use voice to phone people, it actually says Simone Riley.
Simon, I will knight you, sir.
It wasn't Simon, it was Stephen Collin. You got me at it.
He wants a knighthood.
Topper,
Simon wants a knighthood.
Delivery driver, Andy. Get it
Say
right.
again?
Furniture delivery driver. Get it right.
Who?
Topper.
Oh, is he?
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh, he used to have his own window cleaning round. Oh, I didn't know that. I need some furniture. If I give you a list, let me know what you got.
So to recap, $89.99 gets you everything in Andy's $89.99 membership package, which includes a t-shirt and discounts, right?
That's right.
Oh, and you get to lick the alien.
It's all right.
You get if you do it today, you get a Down the Rabbit Hole or David Don't Know mug and some lightly used electrical tape from my eyebrows.
That's right.
And
damn steel,
people selling bath water. I'm selling electrical tape, guys.
Damn steel.
Ring.
Wow.
And on the reverse, if you scan that, it takes you straight to the YouTube channel.
Oh my God.
Show it off to all your friends and family.
What? My dad was so proud.
What would you want? Oh, and a bottle opener, but I don't know where I put them.
A
I think
bottle
it's
A
in the car.
bottle
I got a
opener.
bottle opener.
Is it for a bottle of water?
A bottle.
What
You like that
Water.
video I sent you the other
Water.
week with Matt Rife? Is it Matt
Would
Rife?
you like some water? Yes.
Yes, that was funny.
That was so funny.
So he sends me. Did he send it to you, David? The clip of
No,
Matt Rife?
because it was a
No.
bottle of water. So
Oh, water.
So he was like doing this thing, and it was, I guess this woman was British, and she had the accent, and she's saying her name, and he's saying it back, and she's saying,
Laura.
no, it's Laura.
Oh, Laura. Was it Laura or
And-
Lauren or something?
They're going back and forth, and he goes, that's what I said. And then he's like, what a bottle. And, oh my God.
What a bottle. Yeah.
That's
So
great.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He's pretty funny.
So we have no minutes left.
We have no
Was-
minutes left.
Was going to do USOs and celebrity and entertainment pouring fuel on the fire. Should we say that for next week?
Yeah.
Sure.
We gotta give David a plug though.
I'm gonna say
Yes, yes, we do.
today's Wednesday. Tomorrow, brand new David Don't Know. It's with Peculiar Pairings. We're going to talk conspiracy. We cover a lot of conspiracy. It's great. Tomorrow, check that out. Next Tuesday, we are going to have Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole with David. I have the Alien 8 UK family. These two wonderful people are there. It's going to be 7 o'clock Central Time on Tuesday. It's going to come out. Guys, go check it out. We talk alien
1
species.
a.m.
Yes. Wake up
Are you
and
doing
do it.
a live premiere, David?
Yes, it's going to be a premiere. So we can all watch
David.
together.
What
David's
is your
channel-
channel?
It is David from DTRH. David is spelled DAYVID. Space.
go.
There it is. Bing, bang, boom. It's right there.
Mhm.
Thank you, Og. You're so wonderful. Appreciate you.
Mhm.
Next
Yeah,
Tuesday, guys,
so-
7 p.m. Central
Yes.
Time.
Join us on Friday when we will be joined by UFO Coley Weber from SNX Radio. On
Walt.
Saturday, I've not even asked. David's on. Abby
Saturday?
is out on an investigation. We have Karen Holton coming on. She's an experiencer. That's 7 p.m. UK time. So that's going to be 2 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Texas time, and 11 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, but so I wasn't sure whether to do that for members only, but I've decided I'm going to show it to everyone, but the chat is going to be for members only. So unless your name is in green, you won't be able to chat. You can watch,
Ooh.
but I've not done it for quite a while, and there's like 35 paying tier members, so I do need to start doing these more often. I
Yeah.
keep saying it, and it just distractions all the time, David. Distractions.
Absolutely.
Proper, if
Don't
you
want
do, if
single
you
Single
do
cell
that,
organisms.
I
Do
want
not
to
know
see.
what-
You have to send pictures
Of
of the electrical tape mustache. If
David.
Topper does it.
oh, yes, send them in. Oh, send them in on the WhatsApp number. You'll see it scrolling across the top
Oh
of the
yes.
phone.
What?
Top of the phone, top of the screen. So only on WhatsApp. So it's 07576 260 127. And if you're outside the UK, it's +440 in brackets 7576 260 127.
Why is it so
Uh,
complicated to
know.
message people?
Does my
Crazy.
head in. So yeah, send your images on there because that'll come straight through onto the PC and I can upload them and share. So
Beautiful. Yes, do that, people.
Yes.
Yes.
electrical
Yes.
tape Friday or electrical tape Wednesday?
Ooh. Next Wednesday because Friday I have an investigation, so I'll be here, but I can't go late because we are
Yeah.
investigating an undisclosed location that's only been investigated one time by us.
Very
before.
cool.
Ooh.
So really excited about that.
You can't share
Excellent.
anything you capture, right?
We can share. We just aren't listing the location itself at the time.
If you catch anything like you did with that shadow person, send it to me.
Yes, definitely.
It
We're
probably
still
was
reviewing
David.
some EVPs we got on Saturday. So
Woo!
we'll be
Daddy
posting
like.
them as
Daddy
we
like
go
a
on.
lot.
Mhm.
Right.
Crazy.
So yes. Oh, I do have one more video to play. So this is a question for everybody.
Yes.
So I'm going to play this,
Mhm.
but then I'm going to play the outro straight after. So please leave your comment. Please leave your answers in the comment section after the video has landed.
And Raul will talk. I got a couple things coming up, so we'll talk. He said,
There we
"Where's my
go.
invite?"
Oh, selective. She's being selective, Raul.
That's
I
right.
didn't organize this one.
She saves all the good ones for me, Ro. I'm so sorry, sir.
I'm gonna have to bring you
Right.
to some crazy places, but
Right, so here's a 30-second video.
all right.
Listen, watch, let me know what you think, and we'll see you back here on Friday, if not before, 8:30 UK time with UFO Colby Weber of SNX Radio. So have a wonderful 2 days. Take care. Bye-bye.
Is 2026 the year we get the truth, or the perfect illusion? UFOs were denied for decades. Now they're being confirmed. So what changed? Is this real disclosure, or something controlled? Some say truth is coming. Others warn of Project Blue Beam, a staged deception. So what's it gonna be? Truth or the biggest psyop ever? Because whatever this is, it's already started.
Signal acquisition initiated. Cross-referencing anomaly archives. Pattern recognition complete. Aether 8 online. Proceed.
Welcome back. You found it again. The UFO Files. Broadcasting round the clock on Alien 8 UK. Red Eye listeners, insomniacs, sky watchers, van drivers on the long haul. You're tuned to the only station that stares back at the dark with you. 24 hours, we circle the same old questions. Lights over the north, shadows over the south. Phone lines open, headphones on, blinds half drawn. I got case notes spread like takeaway menus. Highlighters bleeding through until sunrise. Coordinates scribbled on coffee stained napkins from a truck stop somewhere near the East Coast. We don't do jump scares here, we do the long stare out the window at 3:33 AM when the estate's asleep and the sky feels too crowded. You call him with that voice, half whisper, half there. First time chatter, long time watcher, and the hairs rise on every neck in frequency range. Maybe it's satellites, maybe it's stories we tell, so we're not alone in these flickering terraces and rented rooms. Either way, keep your dial right here. This is the UFO Files. Alien 8 UK. All night, every night. Welcome back.
Alien 8 UK.